Hello, welcome. My name is Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook, Temple of Balance on YouTube, and I'm also from Harmony on High Street in Campbelltown, Tasmania. So welcome to our weekly video. I'm here to pull some cards and share some guidance for this week ahead. That's Monday the 23rd of December through to Sunday the 29th of December 2024. So welcome. I am coming to you live now from Tasmania, Australia, where it is Monday the 23rd of December and the time is 12:14 p.m. So I want to send out a big extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light members, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. Excuse me. Your support helps me be able to keep doing my work, and for that I'm very, very grateful. So what I'll be doing today is I'll be using my oracle cards here that I created and illustrated. We have the Animal Kingdom oracle cards combined with my Speed of Light oracle cards, and these have been combined to make a deck of 110 cards. So I'll be using this deck to find the best cards that the majority of us need for these particular days. And I recommend that you take on board what feels right, what resonates, and what fits into your life easily, and the things that seem like I'm speaking directly to you, you can take those things on board and let the rest go. So last week's video, we had a lot coming in about highs and lows and ups and downs, and ultimately the theme card reminded us to make a commitment and try and create more structure and order in our life. It doesn't have to be a lot. Could have been a little, just to help calm down that sort of scattered, unruly, up and down energy. So I don't know how you fared. I guess you're still here, so that's a good thing. So we'll see what the new week has to offer for us today. So I'm shuffling the cards and I'm asking the cards to show the majority of us. So what do we need to know for this week? That's the Monday the 23rd of December through to Sunday the 29th of December 2024. So the best cards that the majority of us need are these. So I'm going to lay them face down here and then we'll see what the cards say. So just bear with me a moment. Okay, let's get started. Monday, the 23rd of December, we have Speed of Light Oracle card. We have a featured card. It's Crystal Beach, card 11. It has further instructions here which say to split the deck and take another card. So I go back to my deck and I'm just going to split, and we've got another Speed of Light Oracle. We've got the Cobra Bite, which is another featured card. So this has further instructions here which say to take the top card from the deck. So I'm going to put the top part of my deck back on and we're going for the top card. Speed of Light Oracle again, the Butterfly. Okay, this is intense start to the week, or a continuation of intensity. We've got these three cards that have come up for Monday the 23rd, and they've come up together for a reason. So I'm going to look at them separately first, and then we'll look at their relationship together. So the first card is card 11, called Crystal Beach. It says decision, vision, pondering, clarity, and decide. This card suggests that there is a decision that we need to make, and we might be looking for clarity so that we know which option to take or which path to choose that's before us. So if you find that you're sitting here on Monday, and maybe it's Monday for you now when you're first watching this, or maybe Monday's in the past for you, but maybe you're sitting here or sitting in your life on Monday and you find that there is a decision that needs to be made, it might be helpful to feel on or be aware of, are you also looking for clarity? Because often we're looking for a clarity, some insight perhaps, or some clear sign of the best decision for us to make in this particular situation. So are you looking for clarity? Are you needing to make a decision? Are you needing to do both? So that's with that card. This is the Cobra Bite. This is card 9. This is a very intense card, and it says sting, shock, truth, and illusion. This is a surprise card, and it reminds us, well, it comes up to show us that something may take us by surprise on Monday. Now, I've seen this come up for a great surprise, and I've seen it come up for a not so great surprise. So it will kind of be a surprise, whatever it is that, if this card is meant for us. Well, it's come up for the majority of us, so let's see. So something take us by surprise. Ultimately, this card is reminding us or helping us, whatever this situation is, to further align with our truth and move further away from the illusion. Now, illusion feels real, but it's not necessarily aligned with the truth. So this card's interested in the truth. It's interested in aligning us with the truth and the truth of things. So if we're going down a destructive path, for example, that we're oblivious to, we might be going down an addictive path of some sort, or a destructive path of some sort that we may not realise, then this card is like the surprise, sometimes a shock, that sort of helps wake us up and realise, oh my goodness, I was under a spell, or I was living a lie, or I was under the spell of a narcissist, or I was under the spell of an addiction. So this sort of energy can be quite impactful and quite strong and quite awakening in many ways, as it awakens us to the truth, to the alignment of truth. Now, it's interesting that these two cards come up with the butterfly, because the butterfly, which matches my dress quite nicely, I could wear this, couldn't I, as a pendant today. It's card 6, and the butterfly says hearts opening, freedom, passion, and action. So this is a return to the hearts. It's a return to the heart of things. So the centre of things, the heart of the matter. If things have been confusing and we don't know what to do, we've got a decision to make, and we might be feeling unclear, we might have illusion playing out, or we really want to align with the truth, the butterfly card may be showing us that we can find the clarity to be able to make the decision that we need to make and to align with our truth by looking at the centre of things, returning to the centre of things, to the heart of the matter. Maybe we have got a bit disillusioned. Maybe things have blown out of proportion. Maybe things have become overwhelming and we've forgotten why we started, or we've forgotten the very centre and the very core of this particular situation. Why did this start? Why did we start this? Sometimes we get off on a tangent and we forget the core reason at the heart of the matter. This is what I'm feeling very strongly with this set of cards. The butterfly card also prompts us into action and to follow our heart, like open our heart and follow it. Return back to the source of our heart, the heart of the matter, the heart of this situation, and move forward from there. So we might need to take some stock. We might need to contemplate and reflect upon, based on this card, to get the clarity and the light bulb moment, the awakening that's potentially around. So very strong energy to start the week. So we'll say that's for Monday, or the beginning of the week. We're going to look now at Tuesday and Wednesday together. This is the 24th and the 25th of December. We have an animal kingdom, and it's the Lion, card 11. So we've got both 11s out already. This says to be balanced with your responsibilities. So we might be looking at our responsibilities, what or who we are responsible for, and also taking responsibility for our decisions, for the choices we make, whether it's the choices we're making this week or the choices we've made in the past. We made the decision. We need to bear the responsibility of that. If what we decided to do in the past hasn't worked out that well, we still have to bear the responsibility and the ownership of that and make it right, and then hopefully make a better decision if we're in a similar situation in the future. So we need to bear our responsibilities is a big part of the message from this card. Also, this card is reminding us that we're a leader, and to be careful that we're not waiting for others to decide for us or to lead the way for us. That while we have our mental capacities and hopefully physical capacities, we can lead the way for ourselves, and we can pick and we can choose what it is that we want to do moving forward. And until we get the clarity, we might be happy just to have options before us. But this is about us leading the way for ourselves. We take responsibility for our life, and we are the leaders for ourselves in our life. So let's be careful we're not passing responsibility or passing our power onto other people, waiting for them to choose and waiting for them to decide our path forward. We are not children anymore. As children, we are guided by the leadership of our parent figures, and they decide and make decisions for us and that course of our life. But as adults, we are not like that anymore. So there's this leadership energy that wants to come forward for Tuesday and Wednesday. Have a happy Christmas too, while we're talking about the 25th. So let's move to Thursday. Thursday, the 26th of December, we have a Speed of Light Oracle card, and it's the Jellyfish, card 55. And it says vulnerable, flow, sensitive, and protection. There is a vulnerability around potentially for Thursday. And some of us may feel a bit on guard or a bit of a need to protect ourselves, especially if we're in a space or around people where we don't particularly feel safe, or we might feel a bit self-conscious. So protecting and putting up our protective mechanisms as needed, but not being paranoid too at the same time. But there is this sense of flow with this particular card. It shows us getting back into the flow and the rhythm and the sort of gentle pulsations, the gentle rhythm, the gentle vibrations or the intense vibrations of our life. So there is a return to flow here, and it feels like a rhythm, feels like a beating of a drum or the beating of a heart. It feels like the pulsation of music or sound vibrations. It's pushing us, propelling us forward. So we can trust in the movement and what's moving us forward. So that's Thursday. Friday, the 27th of December, we've got another Speed of Light Oracle, and we have the Twin Flame card, card 39, and it says union, love, togetherness, equal, and effort. So this is about seeing eye to eye with at least another person. It's about nurturing and honouring and spending time with the people that are important to us. So really tending to our important relationships. And it could be from our closest, most intimate relationships to our more distant relationships as well, with distant family members or distant friends or co-workers. And all those relationships in between. This is showing that effort is required to maintain our closest and most important relationships. Effort is required to call or to visit or to converse with those people who are important to us. So if we find months or years skipping by before and we haven't really spoken to these people that we hold so dear to our heart, then is there an effort that's required from us, especially around Friday, to reach out, maybe visit or call on the phone or whatever is appropriate for our relationship maintenance? Do you need to organise a date night with your most intimate partner so that you can keep the love, the flame alight between you? Every relationship requires effort, all of them. So that requires time, care, effort, and listening to and spending good quality time with the people that we value most in this world. So there is a coming together feeling here, a feeling of togetherness for Friday. So Friday's favourable for things like date nights, visiting family or friends, connecting with people that we care about. It may be also a good day to nurture our relationship with ourselves, but I've got a feeling it's more about people around us, people outside of us. So Saturday, the 28th of December, we have an Animal Kingdom Oracle. And speaking of relationships, we have the Penguins, card 37, and it says Unbreakable Bond. So this again is highlighting connections and relationships with people. Now, if you are feeling alone and you don't have anyone in your corner, if you don't have anyone that you care about in your life at all, then it might be worth around Friday and Saturday at the very least to look at ways that you can meet people. Look at joining some community clubs or community activities so that you can get to know people, bring people into your life and stop pushing people out or pushing people away. Maybe you've moved to a new country or a new state and you don't know anyone where you live. So why don't you get out into the community a bit? Introduce yourself to others. Make yourself known to people around you so you can start bringing people close. It takes time to do that. You're not suddenly going to find your best friend or your partner, your potential future partner. It's very unlikely you're just going to suddenly stumble upon them and then have a deep relationship from the onset. It takes time to develop our relationships too. It takes time to develop friendships and partnerships. So, something to keep in mind. We've got this double whammy. This is talking about that unbreakable connection that we have with others. So even if distance is between you and those that you care most for in this world, how can you bridge that gap? Can you call them? Can you do a video chat with them? There are ways now we can connect through technology, unless they're in spirit, and then it might be a matter of bringing them into your heart. But don't underestimate your ability to meet people and to connect with people. I think we are better together. So Sunday the 29th of December, we have Speed of Light Oracle cards, Healed, card 34. And it says, Golden light wounds, blocks and dissolve. Sunday especially, the end of the weekend, a favourable time for healing. So what does that mean? It could mean if you're not feeling well physically in your body, that maybe your body needs a bit of TLC or a bit of recovery time, perhaps towards the end of the weekend or even around this time period if you've got something going on. Now, if you've got issues that are coming to the surface, if you've got insecurities or wounds from the past that have been rearing their ugly head recently, especially through things like the shadow energy that I've talked about in the last couple of weeks, then Sunday or towards the end of this week will probably be quite favourable to support our healing, our ability to look deeply and honestly at our issues so that we can look at them, bring them to the surface through our awareness and let the pain of them go so that we can heal and improve ourselves. So that element of healing too with the Healed card. So there is healing energy present towards the end of the weekend. So very interesting mix of cards here and some new ones that we haven't seen for a while. So that suggests a shift in energy this particular week. So have a good one. Have a happy Christmas and let's enjoy our last full week before we hit 2025. I am going to pull a theme card in just a moment, but before I do, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment. Please share if you're inspired to. And if you'd like to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. If you'd like to learn more about my cards that I've used today, the Speed of Light Oracle and or the Animal Kingdom Oracle, you can learn more about these on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. And you can also find them in store now at Harmony on High Street. You can work with the decks separately on their own, or you can combine them together if you want to have some extra fun. So if you'd like to learn more about my work that I do here at Temple of Balance, please visit templeofbalance.com.au. We've got a monthly card reading club that happens on Zoom once a month. The next one's coming up in January. And we've got our monthly online art class. We're currently working on the Birthing 2025 series. So our next one in January will be focused on new beginnings, which will be lots of fun. They both take place on Zoom. You can learn more about them and all the other things I've got happening at templeofbalance.com.au. All right, let's grab the best theme card. The theme card will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for this particular week. So I'm looking for the best card that the majority of us need for Monday the 23rd of December through to Sunday the 29th of December 2024. And the best card is this. It's a Speed of Light Oracle card. And we have the Yogi. We haven't seen him for a while either. So when we start seeing new cards that we haven't seen for quite some time, it tends to suggest a shift in energy. And that is the case, I think, today, because we've had a lot of repeat cards recently. This is card 32, the Yogi, and it says an epiphany, learn, lead, and comprehend. So this is about understanding something or reaching a level of understanding, a level of clarity, really, about a situation that we've got going on or our life's purpose, what we're going to do next, that kind of thing that might be rolling around in the back of our mind. This is clarity. This is an understanding. This is a realization of sorts, an awakening we can also add there. This card tends to come up when we're on the verge of an epiphany or a light bulb moment. Now, of course, this comes into the surprise element, which matches in with the Cobra Bite card very well. So it tends to be a surprise, a light bulb moment, something that sort of drops into place. And when something like this drops into place, when we have an epiphany, it's like something, it's like a piece of the puzzle or the last piece of the puzzle drops into place and we kind of just suddenly get it. It's like, you know, we could be doing something quite mundane and then it's like, oh, now I realize why I had to go through that, or now I realize why I did that, or why this happened in this particular order. There's just this realization that's very deep and seems to drop in. Now, this being a theme is very interesting. I wouldn't think would have more than one epiphany in a week, but maybe potentially we could if we've got multiple issues that we're dealing with that we're trying to figure out. There is this quest for understanding with this card, a quest for figuring something out. You know, why did this happen? What is the purpose of this? What am I meant to do here? That kind of thing. So having these sorts of questions and then stepping back from the question and letting the clarity come is like a light bulb moment, potentially. So there's this sort of feeling around too. So what are we trying to figure out? What are we trying to understand? What are we trying to comprehend? And we might find ourselves on a bit of a quest, a contemplative, questy, and maybe because we've got so many cards here connecting us with other people, maybe we'll find some really revealing moments in our connections with other people as well, especially towards the end of this week and into the weekend. We might find those conversations really important, might put things into perspective for us, which is extremely valuable. So we are learning, we are leading. So again, we've got that leadership energy coming in too. We are the student and the teacher at the same time. So even teachers are learning. So we're learning as we go. And the student can teach the teacher without even realizing it. So are we open to learning? Are we open to leading the way for ourselves in our life? Are we open to things improving? If so, then I'm sure the clarity, the understanding, the realization of what we need to do next will likely drop into place this week. So let's see. That is our theme card, the Yogi. Thanks for connecting today. Have a fantastic week. Merry Christmas. And I look forward to connecting with you again next week if you are inspired to pop in and connect. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye for now.